Israel picks another fight with a neighbour, and this time it's caught on live TV right across the Middle East. I'm Hugh Whitfeld. Welcome to The World. In this episode, the attack on the Syrian Defence Ministry in Damascus. Watch this.
إن الجيش سيواصل مهاجمة قوات.
Now, the anchor had already been reporting on earlier drone strikes by Israel. In fact, multiple crews had been in the heart of the Syrian capital, so these airstrikes were captured from many angles.
شباب في عندنا قصف، شباب قصف يا شباب خذونا على الهواء، شباب قصف بسرعة.
That reporter is saying it's a new strike, explaining that the army building had been hit. The attack continues, with now numerous missiles landing on the Defence HQ and close to the nearby presidential palace. Huge plumes of smoke now drifting across the Damascus sky. The reporter tells viewers both sides of the building have been bombed. All those crews were already live in Damascus, reporting on that deadly overnight drone attack on the same building that had killed 3 people and injured 34. So why is Israel doing this? And doing this now? It says it's protecting the Druze people, a religious minority spread across Syria, Lebanon, Jordan and Israel. The Druze are unique in Israel. They're Arabic, an offshoot of Shia Islam, but with their own unique identity and beliefs. Those who live in Israel, mainly in the Golan Heights, also serve in the Israeli Defence Force. They're largely considered to be loyal to Israel. After the fall of Bashar al-Assad's regime in Syria, the Islamist administration in Damascus and Israel's government have effectively been testing each other. This week, Syrian government forces entered Suwaida, a Druze majority city in the south of Syria. There was violence as the Druze militia fought Bedouin fighters. The Syrian government soldiers were sent in, it seems, to quell the violence, but they're accused of bombarding the city. Here's Malak Harb from the Associated Press.
Interim President Ahmed al-Sharaa has struggled to reach a settlement with the different groups in the country. Months ago, a government counter-offensive on Syria's Alawite Muslim-majority coastal area against Assad loyalists spiraled into a series of targeted sectarian attacks and revenge killings. Despite widespread joy after Assad's downfall that ended decades of his dictatorship, Syria's different communities remain deeply divided, which has held back al-Sharaa's ability to exert authority across the country.
Israel says it's committed to preventing harm to the Druze in Syria, but Benjamin Netanyahu is also fearful the forces loyal to the new Damascus regime will get too close to Israel's border. Even the White House is perhaps a little confused and was clearly taken off guard. The US had been working to broker a ceasefire before this latest escalation. Here's Marco Rubio, the US Secretary of State, who was asked about it in the Oval Office.
Yeah, it's complicated, obviously. These are historic, long-time rivalries between different groups in the south-west of Syria, Bedouins, the Druze community, and it led to an unfortunate situation and a misunderstanding, it looks like, between the Israeli side and the Syrian side. So we've been engaged with them all morning long and all night long with both sides, and we think we're on our way towards a real de-escalation and then hopefully get back on track in helping Syria build a country and arriving at a situation there in the Middle East is far more stable. So in the next few hours, we hope to see some real progress to end what you've been seeing over the last couple hours.
There is no ceasefire just yet. The Israelis clearly considering how far they want to take this. The conflict in Gaza remains active, but Israel has seen off the threat of Hezbollah in Lebanon and fought and effectively won a 12-day war with Iran. Here, IDF chiefs of staff visit the Syrian border to assess the situation. Domestically, Israel's Druze population has been trying to get across the border to Syria to help their fellow Druze who are under attack. Israel has warned them they face kidnapping and death if they go to fight. Benjamin Netanyahu saying in this post, "My brothers, the Druze citizens of Israel, the situation in Suwaida, the situation in southwestern Syria is very serious. The IDF is operating, the Air Force is operating, other forces are operating. We are acting to save our Druze brothers and to eliminate the regime's gangs. And Netanyahu faces a domestic challenge. The Druze have been rallying in Israel, concerned about the plight of their communities.
Calling all the world to help us and to call this the government, if we can call this a government, to stop those terrorist attacks on our people.
The message is very simple to the American administration, and we are here in front of the ambassador house in Jerusalem, that El Julani is not more than terrorist, and the American product is El Julani, and it has to be stopped. No future for the area, no future for the Middle East, no future for Syria with this kind of people. And this is not faith, this is not hope, this is not building a country.
The Al Julani he's speaking about, it's a nom de guerre for the current Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara. The new government in Damascus has been warming relations with Washington and had at least been talking with Israel. In a televised address from an undisclosed location, al-Shara says the Druze are an integral part of the fabric of the nation and accused Israel of a large-scale escalation. So has this extraordinary attack had the desired effect? Will it bring about what Israel wants? Perhaps. This is Syrian security forces withdrawing from the Druze majority city of Suwaida. One human rights group puts the death toll from the violence this week there at 169. Others say it's closer to 300. In the last few hours, Israeli military vehicles have been crossing into the Syrian side of the Golan Heights, some carrying equipment. Is Israel really opening up another front in its Middle East conflict? The US seems certain a ceasefire can be brokered and hold. But this attack certainly made the world sit up and take notice and learn more about the Druze.